when I go to the cinema with my girlfriend, I have my container with eggs and I just pull them open. It has become such a lifestyle. This is the most extreme version and I don't advise it to anyone. If you or I want to challenge Reacher, maybe later Dwayne Johnson The Rock, I don't know. This is the lifestyle you need. Hey guys, this is Olivier Richters, also known as the Dutch Giant. I'm 7'2", 350 pounds, and this is what I did for my diet to prepare for Reacher Season 3, and I'll tell you all about it. The reason I started this journey, I was very skinny. You have to imagine that at the age of 14, I was already 2 meters taller than any person, my teachers. So I was so skinny you could see my bones. I was wearing 2 t-shirts over each other to cover it, extra wide jeans to not see my skinny legs. That made me go to the gym. And I didn't understand food at all. I only understood calories. So after the gym, I would go to a snack bar and I just eat fries because I wanted to gain. And only years later, I discovered how food works. And I just wanted a weight on my body that matched the 2'18". I think I reached that at 125 kilos, but I continued this journey because I noticed that the bigger I got with my length, the more interesting I became. I was at some point, of course, 155 kilos, and for Reacher I went to 160, and that got super interesting for Amazon, of course. So normally I eat 6,000 calories to stay on 160 kilos. But for Reacher, I had to train 5 hours a day. And that consists of 4 hours of stunt training and bodybuilding at night. And that burned a lot of calories. So I had to actually go to 7,000 calories. And I'm not kidding, 500 grams of protein a day just to maintain this physique. I eat 16 eggs a day, 600 grams of meat, 1 kilo of quark, as we call it in Dutch, probably you know that's Greek yogurt, and a lot of oats that I drink. To get all of this food in, I divide them over 7 meals. I eat every 2.5 to 3 hours, and this is how I do it. So my first meal is the biggest meal of the day. It's 8 eggs, 120 grams of oats, and 30 grams of whey protein. It's actually a very fast breakfast. So first I put my eggs in the air fryer. Yes, an air fryer. I scoop them like crazy, 8 eggs, done. Then I go into my car and I drink this oat shake. So it's shredded oats with a whey protein in it, which gives a flavor. And I just and done. And that actually gives me 1,250 calories and 109 grams of protein. And that gets me ready for today. So I have a great meal prep company. I'm very lucky about Muscle Meat. So meal number 2 and 3 are actually my high protein meals. But these meals are for the general public, so they're between 500 and 700 calories. So for instance, my pasta bolognese or risotto spinach. So I eat it at 12 and 3. And it's very convenient because those are always the most difficult times for people to eat because they're on the road or at the work. And the same for me, so that's why I do ready-to-eat meals. So that's kind of the trick for me. I always eat until I can't eat anymore. But for some reason, the body can always drink. For example, if you're in a restaurant, oh, I'm done. But then you always still drink a glass of cola or water. And that made me think, hey, if I can turn that space into oats, then I can reach the 1,000 calories. Meal number 4 is the pre-workout meal. So I do salmon with spinach and another oat shake. And that's 1,300 calories and 70 grams of protein. And it gets me ready for the train. I have my meal at 6, I train at 7. Now, during my training, I noticed that I can push much harder if I get protein in again and sugars. I have to tell you this. I invented the milk with extra protein in it. So what they do is a milk factory and they scoop out the proteins and they put it back into the milk. So what I do is I drink 1 liter of this and it's 75 grams of protein, and it gets me through the training, but also my stomach immediately can use those proteins for recovery after training. So then before I go to bed at 11, I eat half a kilo of quark. That's just kind of the Greek yogurt. And actually you can drink that. It's a kind of a trick that people call me crazy. If you put it next to the microwave, this thick yogurt becomes really thin. So you put it in a shaker, a little water, and you can just drink. And I do the same, that's my last meal, meal number 7, at night. I don't set my alarm clock, but because I eat at 11, you wake up around 3. And then in the bathroom, there's another shake. And yeah, if I don't do those 1 kilo of Greek yogurt, I will lose weight. It's so insane with the human body. The bigger you get and the heavier you get, And the more calories you burn because you're moving with a body that's twice the size of a normal being. A lot of men are 80 kilo and I'm only 60. Do you really need 7,000 calories? Yes, I do, just to stay like how I look now. The diet is harder than the training. The problem with people are trying to gain muscle is that most people really want to go to the gym, and I see them going 6 times to the gym out of 7, way too much, guys. But diet is every day. It has to be so consistent. I'm not a bodybuilder that goes on stage, but there's a consistency that if I miss 1,000 calories every day, I'm going to see it on the weight scale. So it's really intense. But I got so used to it, and my body got used to it. If I don't eat every 3 hours, I might get a little bit slow. So that also motivates me to, oh, I need to eat again. The Dutch pancakes are great. If I go out to dinner with my girlfriend and she asks, shall we do it? And I say, yeah, let's go to the pancake house. But I make sure that it's after a training, that I can really use those extra sugar carbs. I don't do those things in the normal daytime. That doesn't make sense. So I have to cheat sometimes on normal days because of my work or traveling, that I can't get the calories in. Out of the 7 meals, sometimes one of is fast food just to get the calories in. I'm sorry guys, but it's the truth. Out of the 400 grams of animal protein, 100 grams are out of whey protein, because else I have to eat another 400 grams of meat. Yeah, that would be insane. I couldn't do that. So I love to have my supplements. Whey protein, I have my creatine, I have my fish oil, I have zinc, magnesium, vitamin D3. And only sometimes I take a multivitamin, but it's when I feel weak. But I ate so many sources that I don't think I actually need a multivitamin. Very good question. I'm very careful with caffeine because I love what it does with the body. So what I do is I never take caffeine unless I really need it. I'm super sensitive, so I only have to take like 40 milligrams and my eyes go. And that's amazing because I can use it on set. As long as I don't use it on normal days, maximum two times a week, I can abuse the caffeine effect for the goodness of my mind and focus. The last meal I would ever eat? Kind of a sad story. Yeah, the last meal I would ever like to eat is my mother's hotspot. It's like mashed potatoes with gravy and carrots. There's like a sausage around it and pancakes on the side with some protein milk on the other side. Because protein for life. Okay, listen guys, I know my diet is super extreme, so don't do this at home. But what you can learn from it, that it is kind of healthy if you bring the numbers down. That's kind of the thing. For people with less appetite, learn from somebody in the extreme phase, but don't do it as extreme as me.